Indian reservation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was coming from Nashville back to Durham to visit my mother and father. And I got on top of the hill on the mountain there at Cherokee and got snowed in and had to stop my little Volkswagen bus and go to sleep. And during the night, a tap came on the window. Now you'd never do that now. You wouldn't park in the night and expect not to get half killed or whatever. But that little tap came on it. It's a guy with a feather in his hat. And he said, "Are you Mr. Loudermilk?" And I said, "Yes, something's happened," and they called me. He said, "Follow me." So I got out of the car and followed him through the snow, down off the side of the road to a cave down there underneath the road. And there was
didn't know this guy.
No, but he knew me, see. He said, "You're from Nashville." An idiot kid would do that, which I did. And so there was a fire going and 3 or 4 guys sitting around the fire. And so he introduced himself as Bloody Beartooth. And he was an Indian chieftain. And he wanted to ask me to write a song about their plight, the Cherokee Indians' plight.
Trail of Tears.
Yes, he knew I was a songwriter. And he was very persuasive in his, not a demand, but a spirited request. And so I came back and wrote the song. Well, it became a hit all over the world, and about 15 years after that, we got a letter, Susan and I got a letter, this was about 5 years ago, I think, and said, "You have been given the first Medal of Honor from the Cherokee tribe in Tahlequah, Oklahoma." There are 2. There's one in North Carolina, Cherokee, North Carolina. Then there's Tahlequah in Oklahoma.
The other end of the Trail of Tears.
The other end of the Trail of Tears. And so I went there and we sat through this, and it was wonderful. And the next morning, he said, "I'd like to show you something." And so he took us to the archives. And he opened up a long, narrow book, ledger book, an old ledger book that was kept by a Senator Dawes, D-A-W-S, during the Trail of Tears period, had a list of all of the Cherokee Indians that had been marched at bayonet point from Cherokee, which were the gold mines, really. Nobody's gotten into that yet. But we used to have all the gold over here in this section before they opened up gold in California.
That's why they sent the Cherokee.
Well, we don't know. But, and so he said, "I want you to look down on the list." There were 1,600 people. And I got to L's, and here was Loudermilk. And he said, "These were your great-great-grandparents." And it was Homer and Matilda Loudermilk. And they were 91 years old and walked 1,600 miles to Oklahoma and then farmed for 5 years. And he said, I said, "Why are you doing this to me?" He said, "Because this award is the only award in the world that we give to people because of their blood."
Not the song so much, your blood.
That's right.
The blood.
But I didn't know it when I wrote the song. I wrote "From the Blood" and didn't know why.
From the heart.
Yeah.